If you want to summarize the year, and really into the next 3 years total, look at it from the perspective of two things that are happening on this planet. Two of the most important elements on this planet, maybe in the whole cosmos. And those elements are power and freedom. We've talked about it before, but now when you see something happen in the news, take a look at it from what's happening to power, what's happening to freedom in your own life. And I've talked to Keahakers about this recently. Releasing power in your life. Oh, it's confusing and scary. Well, how can you release power? And the interesting thing is you can't release just a little bit and hold on to a little bit. You release it all together, the need for power. Power is an illusion. It really doesn't exist anywhere other than in a belief system. Power is about the accumulation, the getting of energy, the fear that there might not be enough energy for you. Biggest number one human need is not food or water or money or sex. It's for energy. Energy. It then manifests in these other forms, but that is the number one human need, is getting energy. People do it through power. They think they have to force it, struggle, steal it, manipulate it, accumulate it, or anything else. Imagine going without power. It seems frightening because you live in a world that's filled with power. It's filled with people who play with power, who have used power on you, mental power, financial power, physical power on you. You say, how can I go without power? I won't have any defenses against this crazy, sometimes insane world. The fact is, without power, they're not going to see you. They play power, and that's all they see is power. When you release the power game in your own life, you become invisible to them. In other words, they go to somebody else to steal, to do all their power things with. You are then free. You don't have to play the game. They're not going to be coming after you. This year is about power and freedom in your own life and in the world. It's going to be about you giving yourself that freedom that's inherent within you, but you have a lot of overlays, a lot of issues, a lot of everything else that you've taken that very freedom away. Freedom sounds wonderful, but it's a tremendous responsibility. It sounds, oh, I'm going to be free, but free of what? Well, you know, most of the time you think free of paying bills, free of having a boss, free of governments. But the real freedom is within, free of your past, free of your beliefs. Beliefs are kind of like power. They're an illusion. They're made up. Not that they're bad. They're a fun tool to play with, but at a certain point, they get old. That's freedom from beliefs, freedom from limitations. And again, while that sounds wonderful, it is a tremendous responsibility. Many people who are given the choice of freedom will find a lot of excuses not to accept it, not to take it. Those, to me, are the issues for 2014. There's going to be a lot going on in the world. Come back, though, to the underlying fundamental reasons for it. It's power and freedom.